Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Scale Riders Podcast. This is episode number 136 with my guest, George, Vision124. A little later, we're going to have Armando Flores. We're here in his studio. We're hanging out. We have a special episode. George is here all the way from New Jersey, and he's here for a reason, and that's something that we're going to be getting into, the conversation. First time as a live guest on the show. He's been on the podcast on previous episodes. We've talked numerous times on the phone, but now here in the flesh, in person. Yes. What's up, George? How you doing?
What's up?
Good, man.
It's good to be back, man. Thanks for having me in here.
Man, I feel like you're already like a resident of California.
I know, man. It's my second home now.
That's cool.
I love it over here.
That's pretty nice. So how long are you out here for?
It's about 6 days.
Nice.
Yeah, so I came to Armando, and we are here at Burbank now. But we went to San Diego already. They picked me up from LAX and went to San Diego. We had a good time over there. And now we're back at the house, and we're finishing this project that we've been working on for months. Everything's looking good. We have a few touches to take care of today.
Yeah.
And then we're off tomorrow to that end.
Cool. So one of the things that we got coming up, by the time you guys see this video, the event has most likely already passed. Mm-hmm. But I mean, we're going to definitely be doing a promotion on it, letting people know. But at the Dead End headquarters, they are going to be having an art show. This is the Custom Capital Art Show. This is going down on a Friday night, and it's going to be a fun event. I mean, I wish I can go, but I cannot. I mean, a lot of other homies are going to be there for sure. But I won't be there physically, but you know what? Model car presentation, a 57 Bel Air will be there. A car that I made, part of what they got going on. So, I mean, this presentation is going to be a pretty big one. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not just cars.
Right.
We got, some replica buildings, mm-hmm. things like that. And I mean, it's going to be a fun one. And as far as like the cars, looking back, how did this all start? How did your involvement in this start back then?
Well, I mean, with coming just way back a couple of years ago, pre-pandemic, I came to NNL West and linked up with you guys and hanging around you guys. Plus, not only you guys, down to the scale guys and just guys who came from far. You guys kind of made me feel like family, So, it was always, I knew I was going to come back, So yeah. Following year, NNL West, the following year again. And then in between, came by a couple of other times. So, I find myself coming back all the time. So, mm-hmm. So anyway, just now having a relationship with you guys where we down to now just calling each other, where,
on the regular.
Yeah. So it's cool. So me and Armando was telling me about this presentation that he wanted to do. And, just Armando's history with, all the presentations he's done in the past, even collaborations with other clubs and everything. It's super nice. I've been following all of that stuff from New Jersey. So, just having a good relationship with him and talking on the phone. He's pitching ideas to me and I'm pitching back ideas. And we kind of connect.
Yeah.
And I said, I wanted to say, can I be part of that? Is there any way I could, build something for it, or even if it's a build, or can I help somehow, Mm-hmm. I wanted to be involved. And he said, go ahead, whatever you want to do. And it's been great. We've been talking almost every day on the phone, and we keep each other, progress, any updates. And, it's good because, we're pretty much on the same page. Mm-hmm. They say keep each other on the loop. And we're down to this day now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you guys have a lot in common, obviously. Model cars being the number one thing, right? Mm-hmm. But another thing aside from that is creating dioramas and organizing.
Right.
Because I know you back at home in New Jersey, mm-hmm. With the guys in your club, you guys always also put shows together, right. But also presentations, mm-hmm. dioramas.
Right.
making it exciting
right.
for your guests. But I know for sure there's times where maybe you guys have talked about this privately, but it's like staying up them adding the last final touches late at night to your presentations.
Yes.
So now you're here and now you guys are able to do that tonight.
Right.
Getting it ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, this time is more it's different than just coming down for a show. That this is more like it's gonna be an art gallery. It's not so much gonna be a model car show where you're just here. Everybody's pretty much just for the model cars. This is a little bit more personal, more it's gonna be other car people there, not just model car people. So other artists and those dead end guys, they're artists themselves. They always put out a good show wherever they go. Yeah, they have a great following. So I've been following them as well, and I'm impressed with all their stuff. And those guys are super cool. So if I could get involved somehow and help out, pitch in, that's what it's about for me.
No, yeah, and I feel like you said, it's not going to be a model show. This is like there's going to be other artists there for sure, bringing their artwork, and a lot of car enthusiasts, people bringing like their cars that they own. Exactly. It's almost like pretty much like a car show, let's say. Right. But since it's at their headquarters and brand new location where they're at, very appropriate. And it's like you guys are representing all of the modelers around the world, not just like California here. Absolutely. It's everybody. This is for some people who probably lost touch with modeling. Yes, they're gonna see this and they're gonna be like probably asking questions like, "Yo, they're still making kits. I used to build back in the day." It could spark some interest. Absolutely. If there's younger kids, it might just inspire them to be like, you know what, I want to get into building. Right, or just that one car that they'll see here. Just like when I was introduced to a model car show, where I was blown away by a little kid of the quality of a build in a show table that could in that show and that end show could inspire a kid to see, let's just say that Impala there, and that'll stay in their mind forever. I mean, we're all little kids still, so yeah, it's pretty much we represent the whole modeling community here, And also, I feel like low key, like no one's gonna say anything, but I feel like people that do own 101 skill cars, low key, I think they get ideas from the model cars too. Yeah, because everybody can fabricate them, customize them, and all this, and they see something different: the wheels, the grill, the face, like modifications here, there, and they probably go, "Oh, you know what? They might be willing to do that too." Oh yeah, absolutely. You never know. And then, all they have to do is buy a kit and, build them with if they have kids, even a daughter, build them with their kids. And next thing you know, they started a good hobby. Yeah. Yeah, they can this is a great hobby. I mean, I met some of the most amazing people, and not only great artists, but just great people, including yourself, thank you, man. Likewise. Yeah, likewise. So, so basically, it's a good community to be part of. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So one of the cars that you started things off with was the 66 Malibu Wagon Chevelle. Right. This is a replica car owned by the two brothers, Dead End. I don't know if they both own it, but maybe one of them. Right. But tell us about that. So with the 66, when I talked to Armando and I said, "Hey Armando, can I be built something for it?" The first one that came in my mind was that 66 because, I mean, right when you start, you watch all of the Dead End times. Yeah. When you watch their videos, that intro is that 66. So it that cars kind of jump off to me, to them. It's there was a documentary video with them and they were driving that car. So to me, I think that's a very important car to them. Yeah. Shout out to Jesus and Juan. Absolutely. Yeah. Shout out to those guys. Cool. I dig you guys, everything you guys got going on. Yeah. It's like that's like the iconic car for them. But then everybody that knows that and knows that car. Right. Imagine if one day they just decided to just paint it like with flames or something
right
wild. People are gonna be like,
no,
leave,
yeah,
left it.
exactly.
Nah.
And that's true. Like
It's very iconic.
Like, it's iconic, and to me, there's nothing better than a driver. I mean, they don't have to worry about getting scratched. They keep it clean. They keep the white walls clean.
Yeah.
And they cruise it, and that's probably like the best part of it. You know what I'm saying? So
the cool thing about the Dead End Times, it kind of makes you feel like you're rolling with them, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like they're over here pumping gas or just chilling or just like, what are we gonna do?
Hey, we're gonna eat today. I dig it, man. I dig the videos.
That's dope.
So yeah, shout out to them. So when I told Armando, I said, look, I'm gonna jump right on that one, if you go with it. And what I'll do is, I'll build that one because I already had the kit, and I said I'll build that one and I'll send it to you right away. That way, you can use it as a promo. Like kind of like. I'll do a YouTube video just for my sake, and I'll send it to you, Armando, and then you can start, use that some kind of promo if you need it. It's there. So I pretty much that's a full build. Like I went and I studied the car with their videos. I even went in and did detail under the hood, even under the car. There's details inside the car. Nice. There's a little real camera inside in the front seat, 805 case in the back, So I pretty much personalized that car to what I think these guys would dig about. So that one was a lot of fun, and I sent it to Armando, and I said, hey, just use it as a promo, and that way it'll be ready for the presentation. So they started off like that.
And then as time went on, did you feel like, all right, I need to do another one?
Right. So after that one was done, and just keeping in touch with Armando and the stuff that he has going on, and he showed me, I'm also gonna build a, some kind of brewery to represent 805, which is the 805 brewery. So I was like, oh, okay. So he started. So as we going around, he's telling me what he's doing. It just, man, it gets inspires you, That stuff like that just inspires me. So he started telling me about, the 805 guys and their videos and everything. And I started following all their stuff. And then during that time, when we were talking about that, Denon had first did a video of a 50. I think actually their truck is 49, but 50 same body style truck. There were 805 was doing it as a giveaway, and then magazine was doing a video, one of the episodes on that truck, and I said, man, that's a beautiful truck. I was like, so then I know Armando told me that some of the guys from Masterpieces was gonna build some trucks, or some of the guys were gonna build some trucks. I'm like, oh man, that means they're gonna build that truck. I'm gonna build that truck. So then I had asked them, and I told her, yeah, I'd like to build that 50. I got that kit, and I could get right on it.
Yeah, it's done.
And then I said, so who's gonna build that truck? And Armando goes, you're gonna build that truck.
Oh, there you go.
So I was like, dude, I mean, that's how that one went, and kept it really simple. The goal was to have that thing just like the real truck, like a piano black gloss finish, and slam that, as that truck is in real life, is on it right.
That's cool.
So pretty much the outside details, I try to keep it 100%. And with Armando and connections we have in the community, we were able to get someone to make decals for us. So they made the right decals for it. Let me give a shout out to Noble Fabrication, because that's the shop who built the 1-to-1 truck.
Okay.
They're actually in Ventura, California. Oh, wow. Right. Great guy, great builder, great shop over there. So they also inspired me watching a video from them, from 805, that I said, dude, like, I want to build that truck. So like I said, I kind of we also gave them I did a shout out to them in the truck as well, not just represent 805, but I put a license plate shouting out Noble, because for their name, and we also made a decal for the back window saying
Dang.
Noble Fab. So it's not just about, it's all about the details for me and Armando, and stuff like that. Little things like that are important to me. Like make sure that you cover everything. So it's not just that, it's not just 805, but let's shout out the guy who originally inspired the build for me to build that truck, which was Noble Fab. So that's how that went, and it was a fun build too.
That's cool.
And happy to get it done. So that was the next one that I pretty much finished.
Damn, so
right.
That's 2 right there.
That's
and then,
2.
And I thought, all right, that's it.
I would think,
it.
but man, well, let's just put it this way. Like, just all of us modelers, we have a ton of projects, I have other builds that I could be building.
Yeah.
But to be honest, with the pandemic that we were having and everything, pretty much I would have probably been really busy right now, like preparing for my club show in September. It would have been this year, or just supporting the other shows in the East Coast.
Yeah.
But being that with at the beginning of the year, we still weren't able to like lock in venues for shows. So I'm part of the committee of the shows over there with the NNL East and guys like that. So they decided, like, let's just skip 2021 and not have
22. No,
no. So let's look forward to 2022.
Yeah.
So that kind of now took the weight off my shoulders and kind of now say, you know what? Let me just put all my eggs on the basket for this presentation.
Let me go in. That's cool.
So I was said then I'm gonna build at least 3 cars.
Yeah.
So that was it.
The third one we're going to be getting into is the 1956 wagon. And this one's also a replica, the weathered.
Right. Car. So being that end has pretty much 2 iconic cars that they use. The other one is the 56 Chevy wagon, which it's a 210. So it's not a Bel Air. It's a post car. So in kit wise, they only sell it as a 56 Bel Air Nomad. So I had to convert it into a 210, which the post in the middle or on the Bel Air is slanted. And I had to cut those off and put them straighten them out, and then change the glass and all that. So I did.
Nice.
And then the molding on the side was different. I had to fabricate the right molding on the side. So I did all those details, and I started working on that thing and did the fab work, and kind of took a break because I didn't want to get burnt out in it. And then so I stopped working on that one, and then I just went about and I just bought a couple of models from my friend, and one of them was a 56 Merc. I'm
49?
49 Merc.
The Revell?
The Revell one. And so he gave them to me cheap, but I didn't know what I was going to get at. I didn't know if he started them or whatever. So when I opened the Merc, he actually did start on it. And he did he modified the taillights in the back, and he had painted the body. Everything else was pretty much untouched. He painted the interior, but just a little bit.
Yeah.
And then so what I ended up doing was, like, I looked at it and I was like, man, this car, it had a great paint job, House of Color paint job, ruby red.
Yeah. And
then I said, you know what? All I needed was clear. I said, you know what? I have time. I needed a break from doing the 56.
Yeah.
So I said, why don't I just like build that one?
Finish it up.
Finish it up. And kind of just keep it clean. It's a lead sleds. To me, they have to be slammed to the ground, big white walls, and Cadillac hubcaps. So to me, I just kind of went with that theme, and I went with white interior, and finished that one next. So then the goal was the time crunch. It was time crunch for me to get the last one done. Yeah. And to me, that 56 had to get done.
Yeah.
It was just like, I can't do one without the other. They both go hand in hand. So they both have to be in the party. You know what I'm saying? They will both have to make the party. They're a pair. So there's actually, at this moment right now, it needs a couple of finishing touches on it. So we're going to do that today. The show's actually tomorrow, the event. So we have time today to finish that off. And so that was actually 4 cars that that, you know, like I said, I had busy at home, but being that there were no shows, I was able to make this happen.
You found some time still on top of the busy schedule, in day-to-day life.
Right,
you know,
right. So
still work on that.
Last couple of weeks were, you know, I was going hard, and I lucked out that I got to them to a point where they're all gonna be there. You know, so.
Damn, that's cool. Were you nervous traveling with them as your carry-ons? Or were you hugging your briefcase?
No, it's not you know what? If it was my first time, this is not my first rodeo.
Yeah.
I've been now traveling to different states. I used to start with, traveling to Atlanta. And that show actually is going to come back in November. I might still try to make that happen.
I talked to Shane not too long ago. He told me, he's like, you already booked my room.
Right.
He's telling me, dude, tell George. He's they're getting pretty booked up.
He actually did text me, last night. And he said, hey, I booked my room. You better book your room because, you know, they're going to sell out.
Prices are going up.
So I said, I'm gonna book the room. So I'm gonna do that as soon as possible. And then, you know, with that, if I can make it, I can make it. But you know, but there's other events later on this year that we'll talk about later. But that I definitely keen in for those.
That's dope. So like, the presentation's coming up. How do you feel? Are you nervous? Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Okay.
I've been excited all week. And, you know, a lot of times I gotten better, like as far as preparing for these things, like mindset where, you know, like I before concentrated so much on the builds that I didn't think about everything else that goes into getting prepared to travel. So it was like always like builds, and then the last day now I'm trying to get haircut. I'm trying to go to Walmart, get my stuff for the trip to try to travel. And I was always just like running with like a chicken without its head, you know. Now I prepare myself a little better this time. Like I said, I have more experience. I think I'm a veteran at this now. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't nervous about the cars getting. That was your question, because like I said, with all the traveling I've done, I already got it pretty much set where I know that they're not gonna get hurt. And then like in the beginning, I used to pack them up with the mirrors on and everything. Now I know not to put the mirrors till I get here. So, you know, that way I'm not coming over here trying to fix broken mirrors and stuff. So, the experience now, you know, I'm a master at that.
Remember I was texting you? I was like, yo, make sure you don't pack mad jeans.
My first time I came here, I packed mad jeans that I didn't even need.
Jeans, jackets, like just
like, dude,
mad stuff, all heavy.
I didn't even bring no jackets.
One
jeans, that's it. One pair of jeans.
You're straight. You're straight.
But it was a lot of fun. So I pretty much it still came down. It always comes down to the wire, but it wasn't as much pressure as it's been in the past. Like I said, now I kind of mentally. Like I'll tell Armando, okay, I leave on Wednesday, so Tuesday I can't touch these models. I have to do all my things, make sure that everything's good. So when I leave, you know, I have a family, so I have to make sure that there's food in the fridge before I leave.
Make sure they're straight. Make sure that
make sure that the house is good, the kids have everything, the wife needs to have everything. So all of that stuff is important to me before I fly out. So
nice.
I always, the day before, always making sure everything's good. And then, so like I said, good thing that I came couple of days before, and Armando said, okay, I got things planned for us, but I'm going to dedicate one day for us to do the last finishing touches.
Yeah, the last
and
touches.
That's what we're here today. And then you told me, it's like, hey, man, I want to record something.
Yeah, you're here. Let's record
right
a podcast.
Uh-huh. So,
let's do it. That's dope.
Yeah,
so when you go back home, what's next? What are the plans?
So, I mean, it gets back to the grind. There's really no shows in the East Coast that I have to worry about because, my club likes to support, the other clubs support us, so we like to support back and go to their shows. So there's really not that many shows that we have to think about as far as going. So, but I already made my plans to what's next is the Dead End show in California here. Next month, well, actually not next month, in August, which is really like 6 weeks away.
The dedicated,
dedicated. I'm sorry, yeah, the dedicated magazine, first annual show.
Yeah.
So as soon as I get home, I have builds already. I have projects lined up for that.
Yeah.
And so I'll be hitting it hard when I get back. You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't end.
It doesn't end, but you know what? Just like as much as I'm excited for here and hanging out with you guys, and Armando, his hospitality is second to none. I get the same treatment at Willie's house, and when I'm gonna go over there and be with the down to scale guys, I get the same treatment. So, focus on this now because this is the task in hand. But when I get back, what I'm looking forward to is the dedicated magazine firsthand.
Yeah,
so
that'll be the next
that'll
thing.
be the next one, and then that's in August 14th.
Yeah.
So so I'm gonna be busy.
It's coming
when
up.
I get back. Yeah.
Nice.
Looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you want to give out any shout outs to anybody?
Shout out to you, number one, because
thanks,
for doing this.
Thanks for coming on, man.
No, absolutely. Number one, you, because like I said, you're helping. You're doing a great service to the model community and everybody else who follows you to keep us in the loop, and that helps a lot. And, congratulations on your show. I mean, your new online store.
Oh, thank you.
Love the stuff you got going on. So that's a shout out to you, number one. Shout out to Armando because, I mean, I can't even say I could talk about him all day, but he's a great mentor to me.
Yeah.
And to all of us.
No, shout out to Armando for sure.
Yeah, his hospitality is a great guy.
Yeah. Damn, you even got a pillow for your feet? Damn, I don't even have one. Nah, I'm playing.
Yeah, no. But it's great being here. He treats me and all his guests. I'm not just gonna say me. All his guests wonderful here, and he's showing me. It's good that this time around it's not like, okay, I'm here for a show, I'll meet you at the hotel.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, no, you're coming to my house, we're gonna do some things. I got the things planned
Yeah.
out. So it's kind of more, it's way better this time. Shout out to him to show me around here. I'm seeing more things than I ever did.
Yeah.
I love it down here.
All right, cool, you're here. All right, these dudes are gonna show up and we're all gonna change the roof.
Right.
We're gonna put tile in the house. So
it's funny because he knows I'm down for whatever. Like if we gotta die, hey George, we gotta paint my daughter's room, my granddaughter's room. I was like, okay, let's go to Home Depot. Yeah. Nah, but I'm down for whatever.
That's
but
cool.
Nah. Shout out to him. Shout out to everybody who supports VisionOne24. I appreciate the love.
Yeah.
And hopefully, after this, I can get back to, doing what I used to do, posting a lot and sharing people's stuff. And, it's been busy. Not just this, but personal, in things in everyday life. Sometimes it's you get behind in some of that stuff. So you have to kind of put, say your priorities straight again. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I was doing a lot more like, my priorities were a little bit whacked. So I had to kind of like, all right, the social media, I got to kind of take a break from that. I'm still here, guys. I'm still building and I'm still looking at what everybody's doing, but I'm not posting as much because I just basically trying to take care of the personal stuff.
Yeah.
And, after all of this, I should get back to, a little bit more better, So looking
cool.
forward to it,
No, yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for being on the show. Up next, we got Armando Flores.
Right.
Coming right up.
Right.
And
so
we're going to get more in depth about the presentation. I mean, there's just so much, dude, so much detail and stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I mean,
out.
it's just a wonderful thing. I think everybody's gonna dig it, and pretty much, this is a masterpiece. But this is a presentation, Armando. But pretty much we're representing the modeling community.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, this is a gallery to represent, to put our own, what we can put out, and I'm very sure everybody's gonna dig it.
Yeah.
So.
No. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, thanks, George.
Thank you for having me. Always good to be back.
No, likewise.
And hopefully, in August, you'll be at the dedicated.
Oh yeah,
show.
yeah, definitely. I'll be there.
And
then, if you guys want to also check out George, check out his stuff. Instagram at Vision124.
And YouTube. I'll be
some
YouTube videos
channel as well.
I brought my video camera, and I'm gonna film some stuff, and soon I'll be uploading it. Absolutely. Yeah. So stand by for that.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude. Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
All right, man.
Bye-bye.
Gale Riders, episode number 136. We're back. And now the second part with Armando Flores. What's up, Armando? How you doing?
What's up, Edgar? Here we are again.
Yeah. Hey, it feels good. Every time I'm here in the studio, it's awesome. I always get to see the new projects, everything that you're working on. And I mean, now sitting right in front of us, we have this presentation that you will be presenting out in Northern California for the Custom Capital Art Show. How do you feel?
I feel, really tired of, working on this project for all these months. But, thanks with the help with collaboration that I'm getting from people.
Yeah.
And we're basically finishing this up. We got to finish this whole thing tonight.
Yeah, it's got to be done. All the lights got to be working, everything.
It's got to be done because we're taking off tomorrow.
What time?
4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
In the morning? How? It's like a 4 or 5 hour drive from here?
Yeah, it's like 5 hours.
Okay, busting that mission.
Yes, but we're looking forward.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to be at the Dead End headquarters.
Yeah.
It's a new place. I never been there in person. I only seen videos, pictures, but first time that I'm going to be at that place.
That's cool. I was like, I didn't know at the time. I've said it in the past. I didn't know they had a new facility. I still remember where they had their store, and that one year that we had gone over there, and you did the presentation there, and that was awesome. That store. I had been there another time. Even that street they had there where people would cruise, but then once they were announcing that they were closing the doors on that store, I was thinking, oh, okay, maybe it's gonna be more like online based. But then when they unveiled, this is where we're going to be at, the new headquarters, I was like, wow, it's like huge. And I was like, you know what? This is more of an appropriate, perfect setting. And for those of you that are watching this and wondering about the headquarters, right in front of us, we have a scale replica of it that Armando Flores made. Tell us about this replica. What made you want to create this?
Yeah, it's been a while. I talked to Ivan and I were talking maybe over a year, and we started with the cars. We started like, let's do the dead end car.
Yeah.
And we start coming up with ideas. So I came up with a Suburban, and then I started like, you know what, I'll put a logo, and we start, basically thinking about how can we do dead end cars, and that's how we started. And then I go, how about if I do that building, and then I got involved with other builders, and one of them is VisionOne24 Jorge, and then he got all like, I want to build one too, and he started with one, and I think he ended with 4.
That's cool.
And then them collaborating or being part of 805 and supporting 805 all the time. And I'm also a supporter for 805, even though it's like 0.0001% of their business. But but anyways, I was thinking like, oh man, that would be cool to make my own vision of a 805, beer company. And I was thinking like, oh, you know what? I can do it with my own vision where it will look like a car wash, like a pass through, so I can put cars and like almost switch them up and do like a photo shoot with inside the beer
the
facility. But then a lot of ideas came up, like how I want to work with the LED lights, how I want to do a bar, do all the tanks and stuff. So finally, I'm at the last stages where that building is pretty much done. I think it's more than what I thought it was going to be. It was like almost like Paradise Road, where if I had more time, I can put more detail into it. But the time is limited. Even though I started 6 months ago, and this project, I spent good money on that.
Yeah, I was about to ask,
the materials.
Like, the materials. It's not like, I mean, obviously this is scratch built. You had to create it from scratch. You bought the materials. You already have the tools and your ideas, but you had to put together. But with that, the materials is what's going to cost you a lot of money.
Yes, all this stuff for trains, for buildings, for you go to the hobby store. All these pieces of styrene, they add up. When you buy a pack of one sheet that is $10, and then you end up buying 10 of them, and then you buy a different shape, and then you buy different things. It adds up, and so there's hundreds of dollars invested on that. But like I said in the beginning, like I didn't know how far I was gonna go. I knew I wanted to make something like 805 beer company, but once I start adding things up, I get all like, oh man, I gotta add this to it. I gotta add this. So I got 3D printed parts from Iceman Collections. I got materials is plastic, aluminum, 3D parts, styrene, foam board, different things. And I got, I always use my granddaughter on something just so that I can feel like she touched that building.
Yeah, some participation involvement.
Yeah, and there's cool. A building where she was helping me doing the floors, and I tell her like, okay, can you put this like this, just to get her involved, because to me she's kind of a part of my hobby also. Sometimes when I'm cool. sitting on the table. So I started with a dead end building, and then I finished it up with 805 Beer Company. So I'm excited. I wanna see how Jesus and Juan, I want to see their faces when they see the building,
when they see it,
the cars cruising, and that presentation. I'm all about presentations, and especially when you collaborate with other people. This project, when it started, and I started talking to Jorge from VisionOne24, not only he's just part of the presentation, but we get to know each other more, and we became good friends. We talk about not just the models, but we talk about life, we talk about relationships, and we talk about other things that are not even involved in the car model industry. But that's how I feel like when you're in the same hobby, we kind of think alike, and we see that we speak the same language. And I gained another friend, and he did way more than what I thought he was going to do, because he started with a station wagon, and then he had the 805 truck, and we could have done more, but 6 months, this is not enough for
sometimes that's just mind. For one car, sometimes 6 months.
Yes. And so then the collaboration with other artists like Juan Amezcua.
Mm-hmm.
He's also putting another car in there. Skeleton, he actually also sent one model
El
on the
Camino.
mail, the El Camino. And then you basically also got involved in this. So the names are basically myself, George Ramos, Ivan, and Skeleton, Edgar, and Juan. So I want to mention that, you know, I'm making this plaque for Dead End, and I pretty much want to give them something so they can put it on the wall and basically donate the cars, donate the buildings, so that they can keep it in their warehouse. So when people go there, they can see the car model industry, how far has gone, and how collaborating with people, it makes more noise.
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
now I think people see us as an artist, not as a car model builders,
Mm-hmm.
or some people call it like toys.
Yeah.
We're spent hours and hours of dedication on any project that we do.
Mm-hmm.
So it involves, you know, engineering, involves, you know, painting, fabrication, like a real car. And it shows at the end of the project, because some of these models, if people don't know their models, they think they're real cars.
Mm-hmm.
It's that level of quality on the cars that we can do now. So the replicas and the display and try to make it as realistic as possible, it's kind of where our challenge is, that if we can meet that and people can appreciate it, that's our satisfaction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we're not doing this for money again. We're not doing it to you know, become rich or something, or no. We just love the passion of building car models,
The labor of love.
and we want to show it out there how models can be.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can motivate people and we can motivate youngers, I mean, it's the reason why we do it.
Yeah. Imagine you pull up, fools are like, yo, I'll give you 10 grand right now for the whole thing. All right, let's do it. Hey, what happened? Oh, show got canceled. Nah. Nah,
Yes.
how crazy.
Yes.
Nah, that's cool. But yeah, nah, I know what you're saying. I mean, you know, going back to, you know, how you were saying the level of the building, people are starting to understand and realize and respect it. People that don't build, because you're right. I've experienced that too. When you try to explain to someone, let's say like I go to a party or something and I meet somebody there for the first time, we're having conversations, and then, you know, when they ask, what are you into? What do you do? This is what I'm into, and this is what I do on my free time. You know, sometimes the first impression is like, oh, those are like toys or something like that, you know? And it's like, it's almost like I have to like educate them, like, check this out. And I start to like show the different artists, like, look at this level, look at this level, look at this level. It just keeps elevating. Then they go, man, that's so crazy. I didn't even know, you know? And now they have a different point of view. And even people that have been following it for so long, they see it and they go, man, it's insane how it just keeps elevating to that next level more and more. Right when you think that, oh, everything's been done, that's it. Nah, there's still more.
Yes.
And it's going to keep elevating. There's just so much stuff coming out. And you have to stay relevant. You have to keep up with what's going on to be up there, because you can't stay behind and be like, oh, because at some point you will never catch up no matter what. It's going to be so hard. Everybody's going to be on that next level already.
Yes.
But I mean, I'm excited and I'm proud of you with like everything you've accomplished and done.
Thank you.
I mean, this is crazy. And I mean, aside from all that, it's like, you know, you're donating this, you know. I know you could have easily been like, I'm going to keep this. I want to show this at places. But I know that this means a lot to you. You know, it's going to mean a lot to them as well. And then that plaque there is really nice. I really like the way that looks. And I mean, I can imagine they're gonna be super happy. You know, they're gonna be shocked when they realize that you're gonna, because they don't know right now that you're giving them this.
Yes. And you know how they always have the phrase support your local lowrider.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we're doing. And for us to have a little piece of our art in their store, it's like, wow, like anybody that goes to the store can see that and see who the artists are.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, you know, we're whatever happened to us, we always our name is always going to be there. And they love model cars.
Yeah, they have a history.
They
too.
done model cars when they were little.
Yeah.
And probably, you know, they'd be happy to have something like that in their store.
Yeah.
And especially the replicas of their cars and the 805 cars.
Mm-hmm.
So that's already a plus that it was already on our minds, and now it's in reality.
Yeah, and I mean they have a big passion for cars. They've been doing this like all their life, and I mean for them, this is like a package. All this, like let's all keep it together. It's almost gonna become like a family heirloom in the future. I bet something they're gonna keep for many years.
Yes.
At some point they're gonna be like, man, we gotta look into plexiglass. Where are we gonna set this up? Like for it to be for many years in their headquarters.
Yes.
That's cool. Man, I hope I want to see this in Dead End Times. If you guys are listening and watching this, please make an episode out of this. Dead End Times.
Dead End Times.
That'd be dope.
Yes. And at this show, I'm going to debut the Van Slam.
Yeah.
So first time. And, few more things and it will be done. I'm going to be working on it today, the rest of the day. And but I'm excited about showing that van.
Is
first time
TP Customs coming out, the painter?
You know what? I'm not sure. I know that the van, they're trying to take it to the Oakland show the following day, which is Saturday.
Okay.
And I'm taking it to the show. I'm going to be there, and I want to see if I can meet the owner in person. And also if TP Customs is there.
Get some photos.
That would be super, because I want to meet that guy again. When I first met him, it was in Japan, but I didn't know him very well. Now I know, and it would be like a pleasure to meet him in person. Because of what his creation on the paint job. I was able to kind of duplicate that into a model, and try to do it as most realistic as possible.
Yeah. Wow. That's gonna be awesome. It still trips me out. You met him in Japan, we hang out, and then later I meet him, at a class, and then it's like we were keep talking about him, and then now you did that replica of his car. That's the trip.
And I also did a Suburban, and inspired by Dead End. So I was like, what color should I paint it? And I end up throwing the same color of my car, same paint from my car. I had a leftover paint, and I go, you know what? I'm going to throw a ruby red, and then I'm going to put Dead End on the side.
On the side, yeah.
So that's inspired by Dead End.
That's tight. Yeah, that's thank you for sending me some clips of that when you were working on that, because I was able to for viewers on YouTube put that up for them to see. But now it's like a final product, and all it is it's just waiting to be packaged up and then to be presented tomorrow out there. Have you already figured out like how you're gonna take things apart to put in containers to carry out there?
This time I didn't make them so that I can take them apart. I basically glue everything, so every building will be in its own container. Yeah. So that they don't get damaged. And I'm also gonna take Paradise Road over there, because they haven't seen him over there. So
yeah, part of the showcase, like on the side.
Of the other buildings, just to fill up 2 tables and make the scene more presentable.
Man, that's so cool. I mean, they kept. The things kept changing, like dates kept changing because of the pandemic and everything. And I think now that, things are back opened up and events are happening. And I mean, this is going to be their first event in the year.
Yes.
The Custom Capital, they're bringing that back. You know, last year they couldn't do anything, but now having that there, having everybody come over to their headquarters is going to be a really good welcoming
Yes.
thing, especially, you know, for people that already support them with a non-event. Now during an event, it's like they're all going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no, that's gonna be super cool right there. Very special.
Yes. Yes. So I'm excited. Juan and VisionOne24, George.
You guys are all heading out.
We're going up north and do this presentation.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Man, the week's gonna go by fast. The weekend. I mean, you guys will be back what, Sunday or Monday?
If there's nothing else to do
Mm-hmm.
after Sunday, then we'll come back.
Yeah.
And if there is something to do,
Mm-hmm.
then we'll stay and we come back on Monday.
Yeah. Damn, that's tight.
Mm-hmm.
Wish I could go. Well, I mean, hope you guys keep me updated with
Oh yes, we'll take a lot of videos and forward them to you, and
yeah.
so you can show them on Scale Writers.
Yeah, that'll be pretty nice. So everything that's here on the table is what you're gonna be like setting up. Is the layout gonna be kind of the same, or are you gonna switch it up a little?
I think it's gonna be the same.
Okay.
It's just yeah, pretty much the same. We just need to go over stuff and make sure that everything's lined up correctly, and then we start packing tonight and be there tomorrow.
Yeah. Are you guys gonna be able to? You think you're gonna be able to sleep tonight or not? We're gonna be thinking about that.
We have to, because I have to drive, and
yeah.
I want to make sure that we get there alive.
Yeah. Make sure you pack like glue or whatever, little
Yes.
tweezers,
Yes.
a little emergency kit, just in case you need to glue something, one last minute detail right there.
Yes. One of the things that came up, after doing the buildings is the billboard. So the billboard, how they have a billboard from 805. So
Yeah.
we go, why don't we put a billboard so it looks like, a little bit more
It's pretty dope.
amazing. And and I think it looks pretty cool because it
I
gives
think so.
that extra touch, and all those little accessories that we're going to put in. Right now it's a little bit plain, but there's going to be a lot of 805 six packs and all the stuff to make it
Yep.
more
Some of the work you got to put in right there.
more dead end and 805 collaboration, or
Dang,
part of it.
that's gonna be cool, man. Is there anything else that you want to shout out or say before we wrap this up?
Well, I think by this time when you post this, I mean, the whole show is going to be over.
Yeah.
But I wish whoever went had to enjoy this, because after this buildings will stay at the dead end. So even myself, I won't be able to show it anywhere. So if you guys want to see it, you need to go to their store, buy something, and enjoy the show.
All right. You bought something? All right, cool. Let's go. You go over here
Yes.
and check out the models.
You get a special ticket to see the presentation.
Yeah. Damn, that's
and
funny.
those guys came over to my house. They shout out to them because it was one of my dreams, be in one of their videos, and it already happened. So for me, this is kind of a thanks for making my dream come true.
That's awesome.
So I hope that this makes their dream come true by having some kind of a model presentation at their store and represent the car models. They always do, but this time they'll have something in real life there, so people can see it and they can talk about it for years.
Yeah. That's
So
dope.
thanks to Dead End, Juan, Jesus, you guys are like good friends, good stories, good memories I have with you guys. So
Yeah, shout outs to them.
here it is.
Nice. Well, thank you, Armando. Thank you for having me, inviting me back.
Oh,
We'll be here for
thank
doing,
you.
episode and everything. shout outs to George too, coming out, participating in this. And I mean, you guys are definitely, carrying the torch for everybody, every model builder out there. You guys are going to be representing all of us that cannot be there present, but also, making a statement about, the level of car modeling where it's at and
thank you.
Those possibilities. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
You guys be safe out there. And if you guys want to check out Armando, he is on Instagram. His Instagram is at Armando Flores 1032. Make sure you follow him. Stay up to date with what he's got going on right there. And we're gonna wrap this episode up. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. And make sure to also follow us on Instagram at ScaleWriters Talk. At ScaleWriters, I was gonna plug in the website, but if you want to check out the website, ScaleWriters.com. All right, guys. Well, peace out. Thank you again, and we'll see you guys on the next one. All right, later.